Now that we have intelligence on the Institute, we can use it against them.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I built, too. But that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best-case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment for you. So, I bet you're eager.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll help us crush the Institute.
It will, but we've got a lot of work ahead of us first. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Max and Akela are looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to...
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence. Because this is not... Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime. The bad news is that it's gonna take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Prydwen, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it,
Sure.
Luckily you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for... If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
I'd gladly lay down my life.
Attention! Halbert Pilot to Station Epsilon. Halbert Pilot report to Station Epsilon. That is all.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can...
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be... I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before.
Sure.
Why would I make the same mistake?
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform... But coming from you, tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online. But we'll...
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you clear up before you head out.
wisest decision of your life, brother.
Ingram?
Wow, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but... Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic...
Sure, anything you need.
That's what I love about you. You're ready to leap into... The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for...
Sure.
We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install...
Uh-huh.
What we need you to do is build the actuators for it.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high... According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
Time to die!
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them,
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single...
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation. We're fairly certain this... The catch is that the
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly... Scribe Halen's is...
Sure.
I suggest you head out there first. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to... Good luck, Knight.
Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO.
Halen?
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into...
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
That's not surprising. After all, it's in good hands.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Oh, no. Not at all. Look, I know you've been through the... If you don't, the radiation will cook you for... Good luck, Knight.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot. Leaves that...
Excuse me.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
I'm looking for some bombs. Nuclear bombs.
You trivialize that which resides here. This place is holy. The children of Atom have sworn to guard this place.
Sure. You know what? Enough of this nonsense. Tell me where the nukes are right now.
Your anger will not bring you close. You will leave this.
Forgive me. I wish to.
You are. Take this. Follow the. May Atom.
government employee number 011. Screw this government bullshit. This is Bazensky. The sirens, they came so fast. And the alarm. The only ones we could save were on duty. Stevens had left to get something out of his car. Stevens. He's gone. We had to close the door before he could even turn around. Protocol said we had to. I could hear him screaming. That was days ago. We're already running out of food. This place was not as well stocked as they claimed. Goddamn budget cuts. If anyone is listening to this,
Movement detected.
So you're the new knight of Glad to have you on.
Proctor Ingram?
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
I have full confidence in the abilities of everyone here.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to...
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a...
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Liberty Prime, back online.
All right, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
With him on our side, I don't see how the Institute even stands a chance.
I couldn't agree with you more. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
This wasn't necessary, Ingram.
Come on. You earned the damn thing. Besides, Liberty Prime isn't about to run out and get you a gift. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you. And thank you, Knight.
Chained on the other side.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing. After careful analysis of the information, Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The data you brought back included Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you.
After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
Your outburst leads me to believe I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. Which leaves me facing... I'm ordering you to...
I won't do it. Danse deserves a chance to explain himself.
You will do it.
Right.
I'm giving you a direct order. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse... But if we're to remain strong, we can't find Proctor Quinlan. And Knight, you're dismissed.
How could you have been so close to Paladin Danse and not known he was a synth?
Attention. Tomorrow's tactical briefing has been postponed. A new time and date will be forthcoming.
I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Danse.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I wouldn't miss it. I was merely sorry that you... I've been poring over Danse. As you're well aware, Danse had... I think our best approach would be to identify it. You may want to get comfortable.
What the hell is this crap about Danse?
I assume your outburst was a reference...
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him...
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? I can't believe that after everything there's obviously been...
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you
Of course. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then.
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight, I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
I'll take anything that gets me closer to finding Danse.
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Scribe?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin?
That's a risky question, Halen.
I know it is, but I've known Paladin Danse ever. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off. He's earned my admiration.
Sure.
I don't care what Quinlan's report says.
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just a Danse is the most selfless. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member of the... If you're not convinced...
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all. I'll just have to trust that when the time... Before the Pribwin show, it was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance. Just be careful.
time to waste when there's work to be done.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do that.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Dance.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we...
Sure.
So, what are your orders?
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth. If you disobey your order, synths can't be... Technology that's run amok is what brought... I need to be the example. No.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity.
Right.
Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
No. I won't do it, Dance.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
I've already lost my family. I don't want to lose my friend.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I should consider how my death might affect the people that care about me. People like you and Halen. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own path to follow. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success. Now, come on.
How dare you betray the brother?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
I refuse because your orders are ridiculous.
How dare you? Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. And it wasn't born from the womb of a loving... Flesh is flesh. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
All I've done for the Brotherhood. All the blood I've spilled.
How can you say that about
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter millions, perhaps even billions. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see this? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands.
Dance wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are. How can you trust the word of a machine that's had its mind, those ethics that it's striving to champion?
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen. I don't intend. My orders stand.
It's all right. You convinced me, whatever you decide.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I...
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood.
Very well. I'm listening.
Just listen to me. If I've earned any of your trust or respect while I've served with the Brotherhood, then I'd gladly trade it to keep Dance alive.
You value this machine's life that much. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for, which leaves me with Dance. As far as I'm concerned, you were pursued and slain.
Right.
From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Prydwen, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive. I'm returning to the Prydwen Night. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. We still have the
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to me.
At least we know he isn't chasing you anymore. If you stay here, you should be safe.
That's an excellent suggestion. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the common. Now, you better get back to the Prydwen. If you ever need me...
Can't you come with me now?
You heard what Maxon said. If I'm seen aboard the Prydwen, but if you need me to take the fight anywhere else, I'll be there.
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happy...
Sure.
You're making the Brotherhood proud. You're one hell of a soldier. You're making the Brotherhood proud. Proud.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a...
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one... This conversation will be... As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, do you understand?
You're not gonna have him killed behind my back, are you?
I'm a man of my word, Knight. If he remains invisible to the Brotherhood of Steel, he has nothing to fear. Of course, Dance's execution creates a missing link in our... That traitor held quite an important position with us. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I won't disappoint you, Elder.
Had I even a single doubt in my mind, I wouldn't have awarded you the promotion. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.